In the place where I grew up, in my parents' backyard, behind the fence where there wasn't even a gate, there was a hillside that went down into a creek bed. And into the hillside, somebody had dug some steps, and there was a little clearing. You wouldn't even have known it was there. But for somebody having put the little staircase there, we don't know who did it or why or how long ago. But me and the kids from the neighborhood used to run down there, and we would have our little adventures in the neighborhood until the summer of the Yard Gnome War. My name is Captain Kenneth Miller Adams, Star Trooper of the Federated Union. The Yard Gnome stronghold was Dr. Morris's house down at the end of the block. It was an easily defended position, so we had to plan our attacks carefully. I was only a kid, so I still had a little bit of enthusiasm for life.
What's up, guys? Kim was just telling us that she's a Yard Gnome slayer.
We found it very humorous.
Why not? I could be like Buffy, only with Yard Gnomes. I believe in you, Kim. We start training tomorrow morning. My house, 6 o'clock. Bring your boxing gloves.
We spent the next several weeks training at Kim's dojo. We didn't have an English librarian to be our watcher, but we did have the old man selling hot dogs outside of Kim's mom's office.
If you want to slay evil demons, you have to buy a lot of hot dogs.
For all of his many medical accomplishments over his long career, Dr. Jonathan Morris was mostly proud of his military career as a medic during the interdimensional wars. His wife Shirley had a penchant for yard gnomes. This is where our hatred of yard gnomes came from. One night, 3 weeks into our training, all the yard gnomes were gone, and a mysterious fire in her backyard shed made her a sympathetic figure around the neighborhood. Kim, on the other hand, was already well known as the Yard Gnome Slayer, and unfortunately, a shadow of suspicion fell on her. She was shipped off to boarding school the next day.
Hey guys, I'm just talking. I'm not really saying anything just because that's the thing that I do because I'm a little kid.
I still remember our first Wonder Years kiss at the foot of that old staircase, while my friend Doobie and his animatronic teddy bear stood by awkwardly.
I think we have everything we need, Captain. We'll let you know our findings tomorrow.
I think he's a blockhead.
My psychological evaluation for the return of my command had stirred up a lot of old memories, and since we were in my old hometown, I decided to take a trip down memory lane.
Welcome to my fancy office, Captain. As you can see, I'm very successful and quite attractive.
Yeah, I see that. I like to think I'm not doing too bad either. Anyway, how are your parents doing?
My parents are well. You should come with me. I'm going to see them later today.
Yeah, I gotta get over there and see my sister. You know, she still lives next door. We ought to update the Yard Gnome map while we're there.
There's something you should know, Captain. With your clearance as a Star Trooper, I'm going to activate stealth mode.
Yeah, all right.
I'm going to tell you what really happened with the Yard Gnomes.
Does your mom still make those noodles?
It's serious, Kenny. The Yard Gnomes are real. They always were. And I really am the Slayer. I was chosen and I was training. I let it out of the bag when Doobie told you. You said you believed in me and that meant I had to go away.
So wait a minute, you told Doobie?
Doobie overheard my father. He thought it was a joke. It didn't matter then, but you said you believed it.
Well, wait a minute, what about the fire?
The fire was a psyop. The yard gnomes infiltrated our dimension for centuries. They're insidious. They're everywhere.
So you burned down Dr. Morris's shed knowing that you would get blamed for it and then use that as an excuse to get shipped off to whatever military school you went to, I guess.
Dr. Morris is just a deep plant by the yard gnomes back from the interdimensional wars. He's been running cocaine for them for 30 years.
Remember those Christmas baskets they gave out every year?
Yeah, those were really good.
Does your mom still make those noodles?
Come by tonight, Kenny. We'll have noodles.
As much as I was looking forward to Kim's mom's noodles, I received an emergency call from a couple of blocks away at the Star Troopers of the Federated Union Command. Well, what are we waiting for, Colleen?
Hey, I got called in here on my vacation, hotshot. Cool your jets.
You know, I'm still waiting for my evaluation. I'm not even cleared for duty yet.
You're not here for official duty, hotshot. You're here as part of hostage negotiations.
Well, I guess I better cancel my plans for dinner then. I think she means us.
Yard gnomes have seized control of the new green machine while it's still in space dock, Captain. They're demanding to see the three of you. They asked for you by name.
Well, this can only mean one thing.
We need the
I'm gonna have to go in there alone.
Go get your friend. You're a captain of a starship, and you're a yard gnome slayer. I feel like I'm just a loser. I don't have anything to offer.
Well, that's just silly. You remember that old man that used to sell hot dogs right across the street from Kim's office there? Even he had something to offer.
Captain, you do know I sell hot dogs there now, right?
Well, there you go. With all that being said, we had one more member of the team left to find. Luckily, I knew right where to find him. We spent the next few hours getting ready to face the yard gnomes, our old enemies.
I'm not fucking around, dear. I'll blow this bitch up.
Mrs. Morris!
Nobody move a muscle, you bastards.
Busby! How could you betray us like this?
It's okay, Kim. Doobie and I have this one covered.
There's only one surefire way to get rid of yard gnomes.
What's happening? Help! What did you do?
My old friend Doobie was right. There was only one surefire way to get rid of yard gnomes, and that was with birthday wishes. Lucky for us, Doobie hadn't had a birthday cake since he was 4. Now let's see who you really are. It's Dr. Morris from the end of the block.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you old people.
So if that was Dr. Morris, then where is the real Busby?
I guess that's a mystery for another day.
What are you gonna do now, Ken?
Well, the Psychological Review Board has declared me fit for duty.
I still think he's a blockhead.
So I'm off to Buddy Holly to try and see what I can do about ending this war.
Giant monster.
Did you tell him about us?
Believe it or not, your name didn't come up.
I I need you to sign Mickey's permission slip.
You are his father. You can sign his goddamn permission slip. Now leave me alone. I get one night a week to fight crime.
I know. It's just that you were out awfully late with Space
That's none
Boy
of your
there.
goddamn business.
Did you hear that? I called him Space Boy.
Yeah, because he lives in space. Clever. Get out.